Welcome to the Midweek Message. We're taking lessons from the book of Ecclesiastes. I'm reading from the New International Version of the Bible, and we're going to be reading in Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. Now, in chapter 1, Solomon has said that life is meaningless, and in chapter 2, he's going to be talking about avenues that he has pursued to find meaning in life. In Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1, I said to myself, "Come now, I will test you with pleasure to find out what is good." But that also proved to be meaningless. Laughter, I said, is madness. And what does pleasure accomplish? I tried cheering myself with wine and embracing folly, my mind still guiding me with wisdom. I wanted to see what was good for people to do under the heavens during the few days of their lives. So Solomon in chapter 1 has said crooked things can't be made straight, and whatever is lacking cannot be counted. With a lot of wisdom comes sorrow, and with knowledge comes grief. And so Solomon had tried to find the meaning of life through wisdom, and he said life is meaningless. And then he starts to count down some other ways in which he sought to find meaning in life. And chapter 2, verses 1 through 3 say that he sought meaning in pleasure. A lot of people are doing that today. Their primary goal in life is to have a good time. Now, we can look at that in a very negative way, but there are a lot of people that through other pursuits rather than things that are harmful just look for meaning in life. Their goal is just to be happy. Their goal is to have a good life. Let's read in chapter 2, verse 1. I said to myself, "Come now, I will test you with pleasure to find out what is good." But that also proved to be meaningless. If you pursue pleasure with your life, and it's not wrong to have a good time, it's not wrong to want to enjoy life, but if the main goal of your life is to have fun, to have a good time, to satisfy your desires, Solomon said for him it proved to be meaningless. And looking back over time, you're going to find out that much pursuit of pleasure was a waste of time. In verse 2, laughter, I said, is madness. And what does pleasure accomplish? What do you get after you have engaged or indulged in something? What did you really profit? A lot of things that we buy with money to enjoy, to give us pleasure, automobiles, trips, amusements of various kinds. When we're done, we look back on it, we say, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth what I expended. And Solomon said, I tried to find out what is good. It proved to be meaningless. Laughter, I said, it is madness. Trying to even joke around, have a great time, not even doing anything that's unethical. But he said, laughter, what is madness? What does pleasure accomplish? And then in verse 3, I tried cheering myself with wine and embracing folly, my mind still guiding me with wisdom. So Solomon is saying, I dabbled in these things. I tried to find pleasure in certain ways, but I still was approaching it with a mindset to acquiring wisdom. I hadn't lost control of myself, but I was trying to find some kind of meaning in life. My mind still guiding me with wisdom. I wanted to see what was good for people to do under the heavens during the few days of their lives. You and I are only going to live for a short period of time. It's important that we know what is meaningful in life.